Happy Wednesday. My name is Nayoka Lynn. Hope everybody's enjoying their day. So, last night, sitting here quietly, Spirit started to deal with me about some phrases that I use. It's been a few weeks now of, I call it residue surfacing of things. It's basically just cleaning up my vibration, my frequency, and it's important. Um, so some of the things that have risen are phrases that I use. One of the main ones um, was, "Well, it is what it is," and I want to say like the last 5 times that I've actually said that, I hear my spirit team say, "Is it? Is it?" So yeah, so shoes off. um, yeah, so let's look at that. It is what it is. No, actually, it is what you create it to be. hmm Nothing just is as it is. Everything is energy, and energy changes form. All it takes is a simple belief system to change, and it no longer is what it is. So for me, being taught certain things, or anybody, I'm just using me as an example. So for me, um, having a lot of my belief systems cleaned up, it no longer is what it is. So for me to say that, it's a contradiction in what I believe. So yeah, I clean that up. Why is that important? Well, my Bible readers out there, there's a scripture, and I don't remember exactly where it is, but it says how the little foxes can ruin the vine. Well, what basically, like I said, is going on here is my vibration, my frequency is being cleaned up. That way, it's a clear signal. It's no more contradiction or imbalance. So I was thinking after I dealt with that, I thought, okay, I get it. So I started thinking about other phrases I might say, or or that I've heard, and I say, oh yeah, I agree with. So here's just a couple. So yeah, the first one was, "It is what it is," because that was my thing. Well, it is what it is. um, the other one was, "You can't change a leopard's spots." Now, usually when that is said, it's because, well, a certain person does something, and maybe they've done it a few times, so automatically that person has been labeled a person that does this. Well, maybe a leopard can't change its spots, but folks surely can change if they desire to, because change only happens when change happens. Yes. So just something as simple as changing your perception on something can do wonders for your vibration. So people can change. Leopards, well, they got spots. But yeah, people can change. So let's see. Once bitten, twice shy. I used to say that. And that was my excuse for not having to deal with people. Well, once bitten, twice shy. You know. Well, look, again, people can change. And I am a firm believer of, you can tell a tree by its fruit. Okay, how is a person reacting? How is a person acting? What is showing up in their life? Because listen, everything is a mirror. It's there to show you something about yourself. So if I see people attracting certain other people around in their life, or things are happening, whatever, it kind of gives me an idea that their life is being mirrored and trying to show them something, just like for me. So if a situation or a person shows up in my life, kind of rattles my world a little bit, I got to sit back and say, okay, what's this showing up for? It's not that hard. I hear people say, oh, it's just so much work. You got to sit there, unpack it. Well, let me put it to you this way. I kind of chuckled when I heard that because that was my first impression. Oh, it's so much work trying to figure out why people are showing up in your life. Not really. Look, if you're going to learn how to drive a car, say, initially, when you first get in that vehicle, you have to learn where the pedals are, know how to shift gears, turn this on to turn this way to turn, and turn it that way to turn this way, and make sure you hold your hands here and do this and do that. And I know my family's laughing at me if they're watching this because I hate driving. But anyway, but my point is, it seems like a lot initially, but after a while, you're used to it. You don't even think about it. You just do it. Your mind can be everywhere else, and you just know what to do. Isn't that how it is in life? You get used to doing something. You don't have to think about it. You just do it. Well, that's how it is for me, and for lots of others that know this teaching. Uh, it's automatic. It's just automatic. You see things, and right away, it just kicks into gear. So it's not really a lot of work. Once you come to an understanding that you are an energy being and that you attract where you're at, it's not so difficult. And that doesn't mean, and remember, it's important, it doesn't mean that if somebody comes your way and tries to be horrible to you, that doesn't mean you're a horrible person. If you're attracting people with addictions in your life, it doesn't mean you're an addict. It could be something to do with self-worth. It could be something to do with how you place judgment on people. There's a lot of variables, but actually unpacking and looking at it for what it is, it's automatic. It's automatic. So anybody can do that. So so the phrases, let's see. Well, you know what they say. I used to say that. You ever be around people and you'll be talking about certain things and someone will say, well, you know what they say. Who is they, by the way? Who is they? I guess the mass majority. I don't know. Well, here's the thing. We are all individuals. We are all here doing our own thing. So I really don't give a flying flip who they are or what they say. What is true to you is true to you. It doesn't matter what they say. Yeah. We get in our minds that things are a certain way. That is the only way they are because this has been proven true to us. The only reason it's true to you is because you believe it. Now you can believe that if you want to or not. But it's true to you because that is your belief system. If I believe that every dog I encounter is going to bite me, I'm going to have that frequency, that vibration in me perk up. When there's a dog around, that fear will show up and say, oh my God, that dog's going to bite me. And you know what? If that frequency is strong enough and that fear belief is going to be strong enough, I guarantee you that dog will probably bite you. Yeah. I'm laughing at myself this morning because I keep thinking about all the things that I've said, or it's stamped. This is the way this is, and it's not true. It's not true. Everything is energy. Your thoughts are energy. Your beliefs are energy. Everything is energy, and energy can change form. It can't die, but it can change form. If you have a specific belief about something, okay, that's an energetic coding, I guess you could say, in you. But as soon as you see it in a different light, that changes. That changes. The whole coding or the vibration frequency of it changes. That's why in one of my previous videos I said knowledge is power. Yeah. It changes your frequency. Yeah, frees you up, liberates you. So I guess that's what I want to say about that. So yeah, I was kind of laughing at myself. You don't have to be hard on yourself. I used to be. Don't be hard on yourself. You're a beautiful human being. You are a human being having a experience, adding to the expansion. You're a beautiful soul. Go easy on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Play with it. Play with frequencies. Play with energy. Watch how things form and shape around you. It's a real thing. All right. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I certainly will. My name is Nayoka Lynn. Namaste.